Today we unlock Infestation for the Maddox inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. If you do have the Requipment Gobblegum, make sure you do equip this whenever you're going to do the fog strategy, as it makes it incredibly easy if you do pair it with the Hunter bots. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. All new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP. Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. Today we're inside of Ashes of the Dam doing one of the fastest infestation strategies inside of zombies. We're also going to be pairing this with a Gobblegum I haven't used much at all inside of zombies, but also we're going to be doing this very, very fast with the Maddox and the Ballistic Knife. So using the Requipment Gobblegum, this basically refills our equipment very, very fast and over time, right? So it definitely does help a ton, but it only is really good if you're using the Hunter bot, which if you guys don't know, the Hunter bot is one of the best equipment you can use for elites inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. It makes fighting the Zersa, it makes fighting Oscar extremely easy to do inside of the game and very much less troubling. Because I'm sure you guys know, if you've done the fog strategy, you know it's easy for sure. But it certainly isn't easy in the way that you would think it'd be easy, right? It's extremely fast for Infestation. I mean, you can get a gun done in like 5 minutes. It's actually kind of nuts, but it definitely can be hard, especially when you do it solo inside of the game. Turn the power on here at Van Dorn Farm real fast, and then I actually can activate my flavor hex, because who knows, we could actually have a perkaholic in there, which would be absolutely sweet, I can say. Let me know in the comment section below, how many guns do you have Infestation inside of the game? Do you have all of them? Do you have every single standard weapon except for the DLC weapons? Do you not have Infestation unlocked at all inside of zombies? And if you don't have it unlocked, let me know where are you currently standing in terms of actually unlocking this mastery camo. Heck yeah, dude, we just got a gift card. That is so huge right now. There's 30,000 essence for free off of a flavor hex gum. I will take that every single day of the week, twice on Sundays. Now we can go ahead and turn this on. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been thinking about playing some Arc Raiders here on the channel, so be prepared for me to do that. I don't know, it's such a weird thing because Call of Duty is definitely, you know, the new game came out, but there's so many signs that this game just isn't really doing the best it could inside of the Call of Duty franchise, right? I mean, most creators have kind of already abandoned Black Ops 7, which is not always a good sign, right? And I'm not saying everybody has, I'm sure everybody plays, you know, and stuff like that, but not to the point where they did on launch. And for only the game being out for a month, it definitely is alarming that barely any people play it, content creator wise, right? But yeah, I've been thinking about playing some Arc Raiders for sure while we wait on Season 1 Reloaded. I have been playing it a little bit kind of off screen, right? There we go. We can take him down. We can grab Pack-a-Punch level 1. We can pack that. So we do need to get some perks going. We need to get Juggernog. We need to get Double Tap. There's a few things we need to get in order before we actually do this. Plus, we actually have to hit round 16, so it doesn't even matter what we got to set up right now. We have to get that far in the game to be able to have the fog strategy work with Zersa. Also, I do want to say, mind me, I am sick. So yeah, if commentary is a little bit off, voice is a little off, I apologize for that. But yeah, we do need to go through a few more rounds and kind of continue getting set up in this game. That way we don't die. I'm going to acquire a 3-plate vest before attempting the fog strategy, of course. I'm sure most of you guys know this. I'm sure most of you guys have done this strategy to get Infestation done. But if you haven't, I would definitely recommend doing it so you don't die. Because again, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, it is definitely a challenging strategy, right? It's super fast for your camos, but there's always something that's on the other side of that pro, right? There's always a con. There's a max ammo. We'll pick it up real quick. But the Hunter bots will definitely make it a lot easier, especially with Requipment, being able to just recharge them, right? And it lasts 5 minutes, which is plenty of time, especially once we use our first two, because pretty much how it goes is it takes like a few minutes to get one to spawn in, but the moment you're done killing that one and you have another one spawned in, you pretty much literally get one back to back, and it's continuous. So you pretty much kill that one, you get one back to back, you kill the next one, you get one back to back, you kill the next one, you get one back to back, and so forth, right? But Requipment is just going to keep recharging our field upgrades, and not our field upgrades, our equipment. And not every time that we kill him are we going to need a Hunter bot but it's certainly going to make it easier. Now, I'm pretty sure it takes 3-ish to kill him, but I think I'm just going to use 1 hunter bot per Xursa just to weaken him and then shred him with my gun. I think that's going to be the way to go, because the problem with the fog strategy is you can't see a health bar, right? So you can't necessarily know, hey, he's super weak, right? You don't know. So you kind of have to take a little bit of a guesstimate. So I think if when we start him off, we hit him very first time with a hunter bot and then we gun him down, it should be extremely easy to do. It shouldn't be too hard, right? We always can have old Tessie on standby next to us in case we got a dip, but it should be very, very fast, because we're going to kill them way faster than we would normally without a hunter bot, right? So yeah, we should see how this goes. Hopefully we can unlock Infestation in very, very, very fast time. So in between cuts, we picked up stamina. That way we can move with the swiftness. Now, we will have a Xursa spawning in on this round, of course, but now after we kill him, we can head into the fog and actually start this strategy. So that's already going to be 1 out of 10 for the Maddox, which we can check right now. There we go, 1 out of 10. So in theory, we only need 9 more Xursas, right? Which is fairly fast. So let's take old Tessie and we can head inside of here and we can pretty much just park it. I say we'll park it right here, right? Kind of have it in a good position to where we can hop in, boost away. Now all we want to do, of course, again, I'm sure you guys know most of the strategy, right? Is we're just going to train around and wait for a Xursa to spawn in. But what I am going to do, we need to eat their shroud real quick so we don't die right there. You got to be careful of that. But we are going to throw in a hunter bot. Just going to keep 1. We don't want to do any more than that one, because the moment a Xursa spawns in is the moment that's actually going to activate, and it's going to lock on to whatever Xursa spawns, and then it's going to damage him, right? So we just want to be a little bit cautious with these zombies. I definitely would recommend maybe turning off the Rampage Inducer. I'm a sucker for the Rampage Inducer, man. It's so hard to actually turn the dang thing off, but we should be good. So one thing I do want to say is sometimes if you kill zombies, you'll actually trigger a Xursa to spawn in. Like, say if you're doing this and like you're 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, and you're not getting a Xursa to spawn, just turn around, kill a few of the zombies, and you'll end up getting one to spawn eventually. But don't worry, you just have to wait a while for the very first one to spawn in. Okay, we finally got our first Xursa. We can throw our hunter bot in the air. Our other one disappeared because I had to run away and get ammo. I didn't realize that I didn't have ammo, by the way. But we can say jump up on old Tessie. We can shred Xursa a little bit. We got to reload, so let's just hop down. Keep bringing zombies over to us. Come on, tread. And I think he's dead. Yes, okay, he's dead. All right, so that should be 2 out of 10. Now, one should spawn pretty much right after you kill him, and then we have another hunter bot already from our equipment, so we're just going to throw it in the air. We're going to wait. Now, obviously, you're not going to have 30 equipment in one game, so just, you know, use this for maybe the harder weapons, right, or use the gum. Okay, we just seen it literally full send. Here we go. We also have Napalm Burst on, which is one of Xursa's weakness. So I would recommend using that ammo mod if you can afford the actual purchase of it. It definitely helps. Now, augments, you know, whatever. The augments don't really matter. I mean, they do in a sense, but not really to the point where you're going to insta-kill him rather than, say, just dealing a decent amount of damage to him. We're just going to keep damaging him. Maintain distance between you and the zombies. The Ravagers, I don't really worry about. It's more so about the actual zombies itself. Come on. There we go. That's 3 out of 10. That is. Okay, we're going to need ammo soon, so eventually we're going to have to get out of here. There's another hunter bot. Okay, we got him right here. See, we can throw another one up in the air. It shouldn't kill him, I don't think. Yeah, so we can do 2. And then we can shred him with our gun. There we go. There's 4 out of 10. We just got hit with a ton of meat. Holy moly. We just got absolutely slapped around with a ton of zombie meat. All right, we got to re-get these guys kind of in a train. We got another Xursa. Maybe over here we can throw this. That'll kind of guide us to one whenever one does spawn in. We can throw another one. It pretty much will track them for you, so just be prepared for that. We have about 1 more in us before we have to go get more ammo. Just saying. We potentially could use a 3rd hunter bot, which definitely wouldn't be bad. I think we could, but we might end up wasting a Xursa. So we kind of got to be prepped for that, right? But if we do, we can just dip. Go buy ammo and go buy more plates as well. We can chunk a nade back here, try and kill some of those Ravagers. Maybe we'll get a Xursa to spawn. Again, like I was saying earlier, that stuff does trigger it. Holy moly. Okay, we can run. Run, run, run. That's what we need to do. Okay, can we get another Zursa to spawn in, please? It would be nice if we had golden armor, if we were in cursed. We could just re-heal our armor. Or replenish it, but unfortunately we're in standard mode. Come on, Zursa. Where are you? I guess we just gotta wait a little bit, but we should be able to get one here soon. Alright, here's another one. I think. Possibly. I don't know. My hunter bot went after something. Yeah, okay. So there is one right there. Let's throw 2 up in the air. Oh my gosh. Run! He's right there. We got a Ravager. See, we could potentially wait for another one of our hunter bots. Right? That always works. We can Ether Shroud. I don't think we're going to be able to kill this guy with our gun. Nope. Okay, we can throw a hunter bot. We ran out of ammo, which is no big deal. We'll have to, what's it called? Wait, does it count if you just put damage on him? I don't think so. Because I don't think he's dead. But it's okay. We can go spend our stuff on some ammo as well as buying some more plates. Then we can head back out into the field and get this gun done. Wonder Fizz unlocked, and we actually picked up Deadshot Daiquiri as well as Mule Kick because it's just going to make our job a little bit easier here today. Mule Kick, we have the augment on where we can carry more stock ammo, so we're not going to run out of ammo as much. And then we did also pick up another requipment. So we're going to be pretty good, right? Now we pretty much just got to continue training around here till we get another Zursa to spawn in, which could be in 30 seconds or a minute. That's the one thing. Doing this with a buddy is way faster because your buddy can just stay in the fog, continuing that spawn of Zursas. Whereas if you leave and you're doing it solo and you have to go get ammo, it kind of resets it. Kind of like how when you first spawn in and you first start the strategy. But don't worry, it isn't too bad. It is 100% no matter what, way faster than any save and quit strategy. We got one. Let's activate our equipment real quick. That way we can get those going. I think my one hunter bot actually got him, if I'm not mistaken. I think the one hit him. Every other one didn't, though. Okay, that got destroyed. Obviously, you can't put those right there. Noted. Shred the Zursa. Okay, so see, now we're kind of at that point where we probably should just Ether Shroud. That way we can take him down without having to use another hunter bot. It's just going to make it a little bit better, I would say. Say we can come over here. We can shoot that. Let's go back this way. Steer away from all the zombie spawns. Yeah, it is nice because sometimes you can just hop up on the old Tessie. I would recommend hopping up there and then hopping off real fast. But there we go. He's dead. Now we can wait for the next one. We can throw another hunter bot up. Hopefully it doesn't hit a zombie. Throw that one up. We got another Zursa spawned in already. Okay, it sounds like we made contact over there. Hopefully. We'll see. I'm almost certain we could probably end up actually using a third one. Didn't we already try this and it killed him? Oh, no. Okay. We can just run back this way. Did we get him? We might have got him. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. We can just keep circling around here. Did we? No. We didn't. But we almost have him dead. He's super weak. Again, like the elites here, they're elites. They're not special zombies. So you definitely got to be prepped for them. But there we go. We are now at, I don't know, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I'm not exactly sure right now. But we can throw that up. We can wait for another one to be recouped from our equipment. Remember, we can use 3 on him. You only can have 2 deployed at once. So, yeah, there's that. What are we at? We're at 6 out of 10. Okay. So now we're just going to keep training around until another one spawns in, which there is one over there. And the freaking drones keep running into the mountain, man. You'd think they would have some sort of sensor on them. But there we go. There's one. We can throw this one right here. We can let it go. Okay, we can wait for another one to recharge up. We have so many zombies spawning in on us, but it's alright. We're just bobbing and weaving. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm trying to wait for another one of my drones to be ready. Should be ready here any moment. There we go. It's going to hit Old Tessie. I can already feel it. I genuinely think it hit Old Tessie. I'm not even lying. Can run back this way. Run over here. We no longer have plates, so let's just be cautious. We can go over here. Try not to kill zombies, of course, because that just makes them respawn. You know, try and take note of that when you're doing it. I know sometimes it can be a little bit harder to do, right? But it's going to save your life. Because trust me, they respawn, and Treyarch designed them to respawn in the spots where you hope they don't respawn. So just be cautious. There we go. There's another elite down, I think. Maybe. I don't know at this point. No, he's not dead yet. There we go. Now he is. Okay. Now we can wait for another one. I think I'm going to go over here because I've been having majority of mine spawn this way. Yeah, see? We got one right there. And we do have 300 bots ready. Oh my gosh, but there is certainly a lot of zombie spawns over here. Ah, go, 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 go. We got 47 HP. Go, 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 Spazo. Get me out of here. Holy moly. All right, we're re-healed. Yeah, the zombie spawns over here are definitely no joke. So you just got to be a little bit careful. We can run back over here now that we have him super weak. We can take down some of the Ravagers, even though I say not to. But it sometimes is needed. I understand that for sure. Okay, we can run this way. Kind of got him in the front right now. So we can kind of use that to our advantage. We're going to need ammo soon. So we can kind of work towards leaving this place. Okay, we got him there. All right, we're going to need to go get some ammo real quick. So we are at 8 out of 10. We just need 2 more elites, and then we'll be done. Which, funny enough, we should actually get one just for being on this round. And then if we do, we can take him down, and then we'll just need 1 more in the fog. And then we'll have Infestation. It definitely isn't hard, right? And no, you don't need the equipment gobblegums. I want to make that clear. I'm just using them to kind of make it a lot easier. I feel like a lot of you guys will have these because they're gobblegums that I have a lot of because I don't use them. And I can definitely see a lot of you guys not using them. So, yeah, if you have them and you don't plan on using them in the future, definitely use them for maybe some of your Infestation grind. It helps, dude, and it helps a ton in the fog. Here comes our final Xursa for Infestation. Now, this is definitely going to be pretty darn easy to take him down since we already have, 3 of our drones. So we can pop that one, let it hit him, pop that one, we'll let it hit him, bam, we'll pop this one, let it hit him, bam. Now we can shred him a little bit as well, just give him that damage. Again, this is going to be incredibly easy when it comes to, say, even if you do like 2 guns at once, where you're, say, shooting one Xursa, then you swap weapons and go to the next gun, right? Which I'm sure most of you guys know. But, again, if you got requipments, use them, right? It's so easy with the equipment and hunter bots. Definitely take advantage of it. Here is Xursa right here. We can put some more bullets on him. Keep running this way. We don't have our ether shrouds. We just want to be a little bit cautious. We can run over here. Come on, and there we go. There's Infestation. Doomsteel with ease. It's super duper easy to do inside of the game. I mean, guys, take advantage of it with the hunter bots and equipment, the gobblegum. Definitely, again, makes it super duper fast inside of the game when you can damage pretty much more than half his health while you're still running around and training. Without it is a little bit harder because obviously you got to shred him that entire way. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so glad we got the Maddox Infestation. Finally, now I can grind this thing to 250. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.